video is vital. I'm very awkward, but today in SERDNA Talks, I will tell you a story which has stopped me from creating weekly videos since my mind has been somewhere else. So I apologize for not uploading awesome content. I will make it up to you. I will. I love to learn and I love sharing my experiences with you so that you can learn from them. And today, that's exactly what I will be doing. If you know me a little bit, just a little bit, you must know that I usually don't ask for help. But today, I really need your help because of this. We need to stop this lawsuit now. This video is for anyone in the real estate industry or for someone who has a relative or a friend who is a realtor, or for someone who is looking to learn from someone else's experience, as many new lawsuits are filed each day. If you are an attorney, or to be more specific, if you are a TCPA attorney, and if you're watching this video, and if you believe that you can help us win this ridiculous but serious lawsuit, please reach out to us now since the clock is ticking and we have very few hours left to respond to this lawsuit. One of the purposes of this video is to reach out to as many people as possible and to educate you on TCPA. Again, if you are a realtor, pay close attention because this video could help you save thousands and thousands or millions of dollars and a huge headache. But before we begin, once again, if you are an attorney or a TCPA expert and if you would like to represent this case pro bono, we would really appreciate it very much. We need you on our team now, not tomorrow. This is crazy. And if you are a real estate agent watching this video, and if you know someone in the industry, please share this video with your friends and family and help us spread the word. We need the best legal representation in order to defend ourselves against the biggest technology company, who happens to be one of the biggest real estate companies in the US. Now, let's start the video because this is crazy. We're going to talk about TCPA, or to be more specific, we're going to talk about the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. This act was passed in 1991 and signed by ex-President George Bush. It basically prohibits automatic telephone systems from calling, texting, or faxing. Well, supposedly, we don't use faxes anymore, but you will be surprised. The law prohibits companies from using auto dialers to make calls to people. Keep in mind that a number of consumer lawsuits filed against TCPA violators are filed in state courts, even though the TCPA is a federal law. And that's really bad. So if you are a realtor, remember the following. Do not call someone else's house before 8 in the morning or after 9 p.m. You should always introduce yourself and provide a contact method such as email, phone numbers, etc. so that the client can reach you. Do not use artificial voice. Come on. And if I were you, I would never ever leave another voicemail unless you know that person very well. Business-to-business calls are allowed, and every 31 days, you must search the National Do Not Call Registry. There is no charge for searching 5 area codes or zip codes, and in order to access more than 5 area codes or zip codes, and if I'm not mistaken, there is a maximum annual fee of almost $15,000 that will grant you access to the entire list of phone numbers in all area codes or zip codes. Now, let's talk about the type of calls you're not allowed to make. Working with for sale by owners and expired listings are very Very risky. And you should see the National Do Not Call Registry for more information. If you're a realtor, in the event of a violation of the TCPA, a consumer might receive up to $500 for each violation. But as you already know, $500 is just the starting bid. That number can grow to infinity and beyond. And in today's world, technology is everywhere. And while we were part of this mega technology company, we had access to the best tools of the trade. And this company knows what works. Let me clarify that this company did not provide an auto dialer to any of his team members. All realtors do is call, and call. Making calls is part of our lives. Without calls and meeting people, no realtor will survive. And living with attention deficit disorder is not easy at all, especially because we get distracted very, very easily. Let's say that we're driving to a listing appointment, and if we notice a beautiful cloud in the sky, we will follow it until we reach the rainbow, if you know what I mean. And once we get there, we might remember that we were driving to a listing appointment. Going back to the subject, because of the amount of calls that we have to make as a real estate agent, it was a no-brainer to start using a system that would allow us to focus on making calls. We were always there, on the other side of the line, ready to hear our customer's voice. We were never a robocop. I mean, we were never a robocall. And one day, oh my God, this is when shit hits the fan. We decided to acquire a list of properties to call in order to help people with their real estate needs. And one Saturday, around 2 p.m., we made the most expensive call in the history of mankind. And this call is responsible for this video. And we want to share with you this story so that you can learn from it and avoid a big headache, and so that you can know how to navigate in case you get in trouble. Going through a TCPA lawsuit is not fun at all, especially because you need to look for an attorney, and attorneys are something else. So let's start. The most expensive call in the history of mankind was intended to Roberto Gaviria, and not to Margaret. But Roberto had changed his number, and now that number belongs to Margaret. And we left a voice message, unaware that that number did not belong to Roberto any longer. And months later, a class action lawsuit has been filed against us, claiming that we are violating the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or TCPA. And since the TCPA was passed, courts have taken such cases seriously, focusing on protecting consumer privacy. So, Margaret, we have a question for you. Do you have something else better to do? Do you really enjoy doing this? And does your mouth waters when you think about this lawsuit because you think and expect that this is your ticket to heaven? Do you really compare suing someone with winning the lotto? We are being sued for leaving one message. Remember that. The real estate industry is under fire for using the latest technology. And there are a lot of companies that sell their services to millions and millions of realtors across the nation, such as your local MLS, Remind, 8x8, Espresso Agent, 5-9, Vulcan 7, Mojo Sales, Direct, Land Voice, etc. Margaret, we understand your situation, and we thank you for pushing us to create this educative video. Margaret, we really hope that you change your mind and understand that one call and one voice message shouldn't be causing this chaos that you are creating. If you have questions, remember to subscribe to SERDNA Talks and to share all my videos with your friends and family. I have to go. See you soon. Ciao.